Hello and welcome to my channel, Shave in Solitude. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me. I hope this shave video helps you. So in this video, we are going to be doing a review of the Muhle R41. So the R41 is called as the beast because, a lot of people are a little, I would say scared is too strong a word to use, but they are a little bit more careful when they go ahead and they use this razor because of two things. Number one is blade exposure. The blade exposure on this one, and as you guys know, blade exposure refers to if you were to take a plain piece of paper going from the top cap to the bottom cap, like a straight line, you will say, okay, how much does the blade jut out? And in the R41, once we load the blade, you will notice that it does jut out. That means the blade exposure is positive. That's number one. Number two is the bottom cap or the base plate. The design that it has is neither a closed comb, not like a open comb as well. So let me just show you what is it that I mean. So this is a closed comb where you can see that the entire thing is closed and it's only the blade cap which is going to go ahead and make sure how much of the hair gets in. Open comb is like this, where you have channels on the safety bar, so to speak, which makes it easier for the hair to slide in and get cut. The R41 is a hybrid, if you notice. So it is not completely closed off, it's not completely open, but the design that it has allows more of the hair to come in and get cut. And given that the blade exposure is positive, there is a lot of blade which is going to go ahead and touch your skin. So now that we've talked about that, let's go ahead and load a blade. So blade loading, typical of 3-piece razors. This is the bottom cap, this is the top cap. I am going to load a once used Persona Platinum. The blade is loaded, as you guys can see. Let me close the bottom cap and then we just screw this on. Now, if you notice, the blade right over here is exposed a lot more compared to what you might see in other razors. Now, what you could do is you could also go ahead and load this up with something really sharp like a feather. But for me personally, I've noticed that's a little bit too much for me. Also, can you use this as a daily shaver? Yeah, you can. Absolutely, you can. But again, depends upon your skin type, depends upon your hair type, and it also depends on what are you looking for. If you're looking for a damn fine shave, which you can easily get in a 2-pass shave, this can easily be used as a daily shaver. However, if you are somebody like me who prefers to go ahead and have a BBS every time, as you guys have seen, I typically do a 3-pass shave and then I take a 4th pass to clean up. This razor gets a little bit too much for me. But if you are somebody who shaves once every few days, for example, if you see my face right now, I've got around 3.5 days of growth. This razor is going to be perfect. It's going to be able to take out all the hair with just 2 passes. So we're going to go ahead and get started. For the purposes of the shave today, this is a new soap that I picked up. I've never used this brand. It's called as Master Soap Creations. So I have the soap and the matching splash. It's called as the Chieftain. And for the brush today, we are going to be using a Razor Company brush. I think this one is called a Scream Popsicle or something like that. Looks really nice. Looks like something that you could eat. All right, So let me go ahead, let me get the lather built in the lather bowl, and let me wet the face, and let's get the shave started. All right guys, we wet the face. Let's get the lather on. I quite like the scent. Not sure what it reminds me of, but it's some cologne which I have. Remember, whenever you are getting ready to shave, doing this to your beard helps to pick the hair up and get it ready for the shave. So I know there are some people who create the shaving lather in a bowl and they can just apply it, and that is fine as well. There is no right or wrong way on how thick or pasty or thin and runny the lather needs to be. It basically boils down to what are you looking for, what works for your skin type, does it give you the glide that you need. As long as you're getting what you want, and as long as you're happy with it, live and let live, right? You being happy with your shave is what matters. Everybody else can have their own point of view. If yours is different, you can just say thank you very much, but I'll do what I want to do. Don't listen to other people. Hell, if I don't make sense, don't hear what I have to say as well, as long as it works for you. All right, I think we're in a good place for the lather. I noticed with this soap, it was a little difficult for me to build the lather in the bowl. It was airy, a little too airy. So I thought probably I messed up. But as you can see, you just need to work it a little bit more on the face, and then it should be okay. All right, let's wet the razor. All right, so this is where the whole learning of mine regarding pressure comes into play the most. Given how the blade comes so close to your skin, pressure is going to be critical when you're trying to shave with the R41. At least that is what I've learned. So let's go ahead and get started. I got a haircut a couple of days back. I don't think my sideburns were done in the way that I want. So I have this black spot over here. I try to make sure that my hair grows on top of it. My fault. I didn't let the lady know and she cut a little too much. So let's get started from here. I'm just going to cut it over here and let the hair grow back in. You can hear the razor cutting the hair. Like I said, pressure is key. And you can see all this hair here of 3.5 days is gone with just a single pass. Let's do the same on this side. Soap is nice, it's nice and slick. pressure is key. In order to balance the razor, if you need to figure out how to balance it, so there are a couple of things that you can do. A, try to hold it a little bit on the top, right here, towards the razor head. And the second thing is have some kind of counterbalance, like I keep my pinky finger here. So that helps me to figure out when I'm putting it down on the face, how much pressure to put and when to go ahead and ease the pressure off. A lot of stubble going down the drain. Seems to be doing a pretty decent job. All right, let's do the chin area. Okay, let's do a quick rinse and come back for the second pass. All right, we've done a rinse. As you guys can see, on my cheeks, it's done a great job. It's pretty much taken off all the hair. It comes to the bottom. Looks like there are some areas that I missed. And definitely on the chin as well. Plus, if I go in the reverse, I can definitely hear that there is hair to be taken out. So let's lather up again. Oh man, this set is awesome. I will try to read up the notes of this scent and I'll put it at the bottom of the video. So this is the first time I'm trying out the Master Soap Creations base, and that is what you guys should do. Even if something is on sale, try to at least pick up a sample or pick up one soap to see whether that base works for you before you pick up more. I think we are in a good place. let's do pass number 2. That was good. Now let's do this side. Mustache area. The neck. Always keep in mind, please, the pressure is key. Minimum pressure required for you to move the razor on your face. And if you don't get it the first time, you can always go back the second time. Doesn't mean to be in one pass you need to get it out. Alright guys, let's wash up and see how is it that we've done. Alright guys, cheeks are pretty good. Very slightly, if I want to do the third pass, but I don't think I really need to. Mustache area is decent. Obviously, if I go like this, I can still hear it. Let's see if you want to do one more pass. This requires a little bit. And a little bit over here. Okay, let's do a quick third pass. Alright guys, let's do pass number 3. very light pressure. All right, guys, let's wash up. Let's see how's it that we did. So guys, we're done. Smooth as glass. A couple of areas that I need to touch up. This is the last spot. All right, let's wash up, guys. Guys, we're done. Excellent shave. So that is what I've noticed with the R41. It can give you a great shave. For me, the key thing is two things. Pressure. Make sure, I hope you were able to see how my hands were moving. My pressure was minimal. I never put too much of pressure. The number two thing, at least what works for me, is using a slightly milder blade. So I have tried using the R41 with a feather blade as well. That shave did not go well. Let's just go ahead and say that. But using it right now, like I showed you guys, with the Persona Platinum, which I think is the middle of the line blade, it gave an excellent shave. Now I'm just going to do a cold water rinse, put the alum, and then it'll be the true test to see how is it that the shave went. All right, guys, we have the alum. Let's see how is it that we did. No feedback. On a scale of 5, I would say the feedback is 0.5. That's it. Same thing here as well. So let's keep it for 30 seconds, wash it off, and then put the splash. All right, we have washed up. I'm just shaking the splash to make sure everything that it has, skin foods, and everything gets blended well. A few drops. That is enough. Rub it on the hands like this, and then apply. It was great. Smells very nice. The remaining one, just put it on my arms. Get the good smell. Let me wash my hands and I'll come back to you guys with my final thoughts. We're back. My final thoughts on the Muhle R41. I think it's an excellent razor, as you guys just saw. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's easier said than done, because when I started off, I was extremely scared of this. But as I showed you guys right now, you need two things. Number one, the lather should be nice. Your face shouldn't be too dry. Number two is the pressure. Number three, what I've generally noticed with razors which cut your hair in this particular way, for me at least, it works better when I'm working with a couple of days of growth. When I've tried using these kind of razors on a daily basis, I think it's a little too hard for my skin. But if I use it every, let's say, 2 to 3 days, then this works really well. If you're a daily shaver, you can definitely try it. But just keep in mind, don't go all out. A damn fine shave is a good shave as well. You do not need a BBS shave every time. But if you do want it, you can go for it. Just make sure that the pressure that you're using is minimal. It's not difficult. Go ahead and try. I would say go ahead and try with the 1-pass shave, then move to 2, and then you can move to the 3rd pass shave. I hope this video helped you, and I hope any fear that anyone watching this had about the R41 at the end of watching this video is gone. And I hope that the video helped you. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you so much. Bye.